Are you ready, Drew?
Yep. Go
Say
ahead.
ready. Let us know.
I'm ready.
Elena Peterson,
And action.
I learned about this watercolor class through Julie. And I said, oh, I want to try that. So here I am. So this is the first one I did. Little sunflower.
Had you ever painted before?
I never painted before. And then I learned I can draw. So Julie let me borrow a book. So you copy the moves on how to do the flowers. And I was able to copy them. And then I send the first two to Sandy and I say, I want to look like watercolor. And she goes, oh, you need to put more water. So the last one I did put more water.
Was that all the same color paint?
No, they were different.
Okay.
Although these two, yeah.
Uh-huh.
These two, yeah. With more. This one, I think I invented the color. I don't have that many
I
colors.
like that dark
That's
color.
excellent.
Yeah, I don't have that many
Somebody's
colors,
gonna
so
copy that.
I did a little bit of red and blue.
I like your inductive color.
Yeah.
I like the dark a lot.
Yeah.
And then, oh, this is also from Julie's coloring book. You know, it tells you. This one was one that she had, and I just copied. And then this is from her book. It's a hibiscus, right?
Yeah.
And then one day I was just playing and I did these little hummingbirds.
Oh, that's so sweet.
It's
I think
really
they turn out
cute.
cute.
Close
Could I,
up.
could I buy that from you?
You can have it.
No.
Oh, no, you cannot have it because I need to retrieve it.
I was going to say no.
And then there's some tutorials online. So this one I did with those tutorials. Like for example, the clouds, you paint the sky and then just with that tissue, you just grab the paint and it makes the
Can you
clouds.
hold it up?
Yeah.
I can see it.
And it makes the clouds, so I thought it was very cute. And then in the tutorial also tells you, then do the trees and stuff. And then do little flowers on the horizon. And this one I just did it myself, but
Oh, I'd like to go there right now.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
Few more days, Dee. A few more days.
There's some sand.
and this one Jen did this one, and I copied what I did with my own version.
It's like a Christmas card. All you have to do is say Happy Holidays on it.
This one I did the second week, just to say.
Yeah, isn't that beautiful? Hold that one up again, Melina. That one is so striking. I mean, she got the whole design, she filled the whole card, but she used that beautiful orangey red.
And then there's also another watercolor artist that does tutorials, and I follow her steps to do this last week.
And from a distance,
A little
you can just
sailboat.
see that water. It's really lovely.
I don't have a lot of paint colors, so I have to be creative on how to mix them, the blues. I bought some more this week, so I'll
I
be better.
think you did good.
And then, you guys know Ryder, my dog. I did a drawing for Dave. Ryder.
See a lab?
Yeah, he's a golden lab mix.
Look like a lab. to me.
David's love of life. When we go on vacation, he doesn't miss our kids, he misses Ryder. Yeah, he does. So that was me.
Well, thank you, Melina. One of the things that Melina did that I really enjoyed was that she was kind of fearless to go ahead out on her own at home and just do things. And she also didn't share that she took almost 2 weeks off. We all took a week off for 4th of July. But she took another week off to go do something for her church. And so she missed the class. But when she came back, first thing she said was, what can I do? And I said, well, just paint. Just paint something. And that's when she came up with Ryder and the sailboat. So part of what I look for in people that take classes is how motivated are they to work at home? Do they have their own materials? Are they willing to do things outside of class? And I think Julie's probably the one end of the spectrum of yes. And there's brand new people who, that's a certain skill to be in a class and do something and then go home and not be afraid to go ahead and do it. So Melina, thank you very much for taking those steps to go ahead and do that.
Thank you. And Sandy's really good at, I'll send her pictures and she'll get back to me and tell me.
Yeah,
things.
I'm
And I was
always
really
open to
hopeful.
the
So it was
text of, I'm stuck, what can I do? And,
Yeah, I can really tell that you were really enjoying the painting part of it because usually we all know Melina, when you go somewhere, she's like lit up and, the life of the party, and she was so quiet the entire class, just so focused on her painting, you know. And then she did that sunflower, and it was like,
Yeah, very
I
fresh
didn't know
out
we
of the chute. You know, she did this and she kept saying, I'm so happy, I'm so happy.
and it's like you lose yourself in it. And
Yeah.
I think, you know, for you, I know for me, I kind of feel that way, that I kind of get lost in it, so.
It's a way to
How about
balance
you?
your life out. If you can, if you have something that speaks to your soul in that way, that you can lose yourself in, then it makes the Melina who's like exuberant and happy fulfilled. You're kind of balanced. You know what I mean? And I'm just saying you because you're the first one. Everybody's gonna get something. Okay, the next up is Joe.
Joe's an artist.
Yeah.
I'm Joe. I've been painting for about 15 years. Started off in watercolor and then been doing more acrylics. It's just, I don't know, more forgiving, I guess. But so I like to take watercolor classes whenever I can because I learn something new in each class. So one thing I was excited about this class is I've always wanted to do the salt technique where you take watercolor and you drop salt on it. And for some reason mine got these beautiful blooms. And we were all trying to recreate it. And what I discovered is that the brand of the paint, which was Daniel Smith, is what gave it, I thought, the best blooms. So when I did it at home, I was able to recreate it, but not like this. But so that was fun. And then this one I used the finer salt, so the blooms aren't as big. And then this one, which kind of looks like a marbleized,
Yeah.
I sprayed water on it like later, and it just kind of spread big like that. So this was a really fun thing to learn. How
What
to,
was the top one again?
the,
Kosher salt?
it was no top one was
Pink one, right?
it pink
Himalayan.
Himalayan salt.
Okay.
Yeah. So and then this one had some coarse salt and some fine salt, and then this one was like finer salt, but I spritzed water on it.
I
And then
think
it
the
just
top
kinda-
one was
First time I really good.
was
Mine
kosher
really
salt because the pink Himalayan salt leaves a little dye on it. Remember?
Oh, I think
Look
this
at
was
the
it
middle.
was there was some Himalayan and some
And there,
kosher
did it
salt.
leave some of the pink in it?
It didn't on this one, but I know I used a
Yeah.
coarser salt on the. that
Which,
one,
by
so-
the way, she is the salt connoisseur. If you ever want to know about salt,
I have a
this
bunch
one
of that
has
in my
a
house.
lot of
He
salt.
loves to cook.
And then when I try to recreate it at home, it's not as bloomy as that, but you know, the blooms were a lot bigger. This one was black Alea salt, and then this one was, I think, pink Hawaiian salt. So, but it was Daniel Smith paint, which I think makes the best medium for salt. Okay, then this one, when we were taking the 4th of July breaks, I was on vacation and Sandy's like, let's do fireworks. You know, and I didn't bring my stuff with me. When I came home, I did this flower, which I think looked like a burst of a firework.
Looks like a bottle brush almost.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
But this is actually a Hawaiian flower, Lehua blossom, but it
Isn't it
reminded me of
gorgeous?
the fireworks that
Right,
she was asking
right.
us to do. This one was just one of the random days in class where we're just, you know, trying to, whatever, do flowers, and so this one kind of came up, and I just, you know, did that. So that was fun. And then this one I worked on at home, but it's watercolor, and it's trying to be loose. I paint a little too tight, so I'm trying to loosen up, and these are lilacs, and then this one is not loose. But the butterfly wanted him to pop, so you know, and it would do too much with looseness there. But yeah, and then I try to be loose down here and get the the colors dark and just kind of watercolory-ish, I
I
guess.
love that.
So, and then that's it. That's all I brought to share.
Did you use ink in that one at all?
And which one?
In the butterfly one?
No,
Oh,
no, it's
I
just
love how
black
defined
paint with a
your-
very fine brush to get the lines. Yeah, but
Joe is also very talented in acrylics. I don't know if you all went to the art club's exhibit, but she had 3 paintings in there.
I think I had 6.
You might have had 6. I remember 3.
Yeah.
Well, 4 if you count the peacock. The peacock.
Yeah,
she
he was
did.
a watercolor.
And it was it's a special talent, and somebody who's painted for a while that can jump from acrylics to watercolor, watercolor to acrylic, acrylics to oil to watercolor. and then throw in alcohol inks, cyanotype, and all that stuff. Because it's a different part of your brain that actually has to remember how to access and get it right. So Joe's quite the accomplished artist, and I was very honored to have him in my class. And I remember the first thing I said was, "Are you sure?" It's a beginning watercolor class, and she said, "I always learn something from somebody." And the first thing I did was just randomly said, you know, if you want to get the point back on your brush and it's wet, you tap it on the side of the thing and it bounces back. And she goes, "I learned something."
Or
So-
just to get the point,
Yeah.
get the point back on the brush. Or
Right.
the salt thing I've always wanted to try, and so that
Oh,
was
good,
fun.
good. So
So
I
I might
feel
have to
good
just-
about that.
Figure out a painting using salt.
Yeah, yeah. And oh, the funny story about the salt, the week that she was trying to master the salt and trying to figure out how to do it, I was also over here at home trying to, I want to get salt just like she did it that first time. I went through a whole bunch of stuff, and what I settled on was that it was 100% cotton paper that made the difference. But
To be
And
very
Daniel
wet.
Smith, right?
and I would, but she settled that it was Daniel Smith, but I was also using Daniel Smith. So who knows? It was really hot when we started doing
Yeah.
it, and
Oh,
everything
yeah.
dried.
Yeah.
There is a certain
Yeah.
time when you do it.
Right.
So it was a
And then it
really
like
fun
baked in the
experiment.
sun. I don't know if that made it spread more,
That's
but
right.
when we pulled it out, we were all amazed at the blooms
Yeah.
on that thing.
It's
It's
like
like, whoa.
out of the gate, she gets this great thing, and then none of us can reproduce it for 3 weeks.
That's how she framed it.
It was fun. Okay.
All right, bravo.
Yay! Look for her work in the card room, or is it the card room? What's that room called where the
The gallery.
gallery, the gallery.
Yeah.
Joe Gins, Gins. Okay.
I've already looked at them. It's a wonderful display, but now I'll go look for your stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, so this is my husband, who's very well known in the neighborhood. We do not have the same last name. I can only do so much people-y things where he has never met a stranger, but he is married to me. Anyway.
The way about Drew. I love Drew.
I took a watercolor class maybe 25 years ago, and I found it really frustrating, so mostly I just do acrylics, and for whatever weird reason, I continually do these kind of whimsical faces, and I have a lot in acrylic, but they usually have wings. I don't. I can only pay for so much therapy through the year. Explain why this happens. So anyway, this one I reworked.
Did the class inspire you to rework it, or did
Yes, because there's a lot of stuff that I started as, okay.
I'm not saying
And it
anything.
just sits there. Just
He
like I
knows
never
better.
understood how Joann's went out of business when I own half of their inventory. And then this was an early one when TV said to bring something. This is our granddaughter. But I messed up the eye and I got so mad I never went back and finished it.
It's so good.
So mostly, and then this is the one I did for today, and I was actually really proud of this. I really was.
That is
And
gorgeous.
then
Yeah, hold it
Yeah,
up.
hold it
Hold
up.
it up. Hold up the whimsy.
this one?
No,
The other
whimsy.
one. Yeah, so everybody can see the whole thing of it.
Okay.
Oh, see, I couldn't see the face from, that's wonderful.
Isn't that gorgeous?
I was really
I-
pleased with this.
I just love
That's
that.
a few times.
Yeah.
I told her she needs to do a series. It's in her. You don't have to force yourself to do portraits because you think you should. Just stick with what's coming out, and it'll be a lot more fun. And then one day you'll wake up and go, okay, I'm going to do a realistic one.
I tried, but, and then here's our grandson. This is a little,
Oh.
this was watercolor pencil. And, he runs that house.
I can tell by the way he's standing.
I know.
That's right, my dog. Anyway, but really what came of this was I started doing, well, really, we're gonna blame this on Julie. Because she just talks me into stuff, not really, but next thing you know, I'm buying this and we're doing that, and I'm like, and then I'm showing you stuff, and I'm like, is there anything she can't do? So, and then to be honest, she's really the first person I ever showed my stuff to, because I never show it to anybody. Or my mom puts it in a frame and hangs it up in her. anyway, so the last thing was what I really started doing was these kind of cards. So
Through the
these
class.
are old,
Yeah.
and some of them are newer, but what I've always felt like they need a background. So I really feel like I learned a lot in the class to do that. And what surprised me was doing these was the most helpful thing, although I don't have all the cool effects, to then look at it and say, oh, I see this in there, I see that in there. So I had done this.
That one's really cool.
And
You guys are gonna have to walk around and
Yeah.
see it.
So really, for the last thing I want to say is, and I'll be quick. This has been really life-changing for me, and it's been real. Oh, look at, he's shaking his head. Yeah. And I feel really safe here, and I met some really cool people. I never knew there were so many retired nurses. And I do have to say, one of my favorite parts of the class, when we had talked about this after the first day, was when you painted your little sunflower and stuff. You were so excited and so
I could do that.
thrilled. You were positively levitating.
Yeah.
And I thought, that is why we should do this. And so, and I've gotten to know you, and anyway, I'm done.
Yay! Well, she's illustrating a point that is very dear to my heart, is that artists in community is something that's really, really important.
Yeah.
We do better together. We do better supporting each other. Separately, we can create in a vacuum and create. But when you get in a group that's really congenial and homogenous in terms of, I just want to do art, I love art, it's kind of like a self-help group.
Yeah.
But it's with color. And you get to play. You get to play, and you get to play with your friends, and then you create things. And it just starts taking on a life of its own. And I appreciate you, Jen, for sharing that part of it. All right, who's next? The thing's glued down. Is it Ruth? Ruth.
No, that one's not mine, wasn't it? Let's see.
Oh, that must be Julie.
Oh, God, all my stuff all over that?
That's nothing. She's got 4 times that amount at home, Julie.
I'll go ahead since I'm here. I'll go ahead because
Oh,
you
yeah,
have
you're,
more
oh,
here.
good, thank God you have some things there.
So, I am brand new, I am the virgin here in painting. So this is what I started with, and I'm taking Sandy's acrylic class. So this looks nothing like watercolor, maybe a little bit down there, mostly it looks like an acrylic kind of painting. And so I had to, it took me 3 classes maybe or so to make the switch from acrylic to trying to let go and do watercolor. And what I found was I am really horrible at things that look real, but I really like quirky things. So I found I really
These are
like
so cute.
dogs. I really like little birds. More birds.
They're adorable.
Some flowers. So I like the whimsical, the quirky, the things that don't have any particular meaning except they're fun. And that's it.
Well, and I have to say, she went from painting really loose to doing these things, and then look how beautiful, when you go up there to look, how beautifully she's painted the subject. I mean, it wasn't just about making something that made sense to her. She learned to paint with watercolor.
It was fun, and what I found too was not making any political comments, but when I'm painting, I can't think of anything else.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
it
yes.
takes you
That
it
is
takes
so
you away
therapeutic.
from
That's a
whatever's
good
going
reason to
on.
paint.
It is.
And music does the same. You can't think of other
Absolutely.
things when you're painting or doing music too. It's a meditation like this.
Oh, boy.
Because I know I have a lot.
We'll start with the people.
I have painted before. I'm an experienced painter. I started in kindergarten, and that's as far as I went. But I've been admiring Sandy's artwork for a long time, and Jennifer, because Jennifer has a lot of talent that I'm sure why she doesn't want to share it, but she's inspired me to at least try. And I started out with very dark, it almost looked like I was drawing with a crayon or a pencil because the paint was so thick. And for me, it took probably like through 2 or 3 classes to kind of figure out the water part of it, and I'm still learning that. But that was the big kind of aha moment for me, was the water. But most recently, I've kind of learned that when I think I'm done, I'm not really done. That layering is really nice, so I'm branching out a little bit there. But
Oh, and
So-
Julie also started out small. She was painting on teeny tiny little
Can look up
things.
the big yet.
Not
so
teeny
I got
tiny,
little cards,
Oh, those are pretty.
just adorable. Just adorable.
and then that one, and then I got a little bit bigger and did a lemon. And then from there, I kind of moved up. I did these tulips. These were some of my, I think, more
Can you
recent.
turn it this way a little bit? Thank you.
Isn't that gorgeous?
And the tomatoes.
One thing I want to say about the tulips
Yes.
is that Julie did something, and Jen and I have talked about this. People that garden get certain things about the values, light and dark, because we see it. We're out there in it. We see it. We understand it. You know, it's light on one side of the plant, it's darker on the other side. So we do things kind of without knowing what we're doing. And when Julie painted this one, I'd been going through values a lot. The values of the difference of value, for those of you who don't know, is from light to dark in a painting, or a color, or a hue, or whatever it is. And Julie did that one, and she texted me, I think, where's the sun? Should I put the sun in there? Yeah, hold that one up.
Yeah.
She said, I don't have the sun in there. I said, but Julie, look at that painting. You have one clearly side of that flower that's light and the back side of it's dark. You have more than one, and the two that are on the left are clearly darker. So she had done the implied sunlight, which is a step above people who want to constantly put a sun in to say that there's sunlight, because you don't have to have that. You can have it if you're doing a sky that's like about that. But she did that just intuitively knowing it. And that is a really good lesson in values that she had. But I have to point, as a teacher, you point those out. You're like, did you realize you were doing the values? The values are correct. They line up with the picture and make it look correct like we would see it. So I said to say that.
And then I was proud that I tried to add shadows to my tomatoes,
Next
because
step.
that is more than what I was doing. And I did the tulips. This might be my favorite, honestly. I like this one.
It's very watery. Hold it up again. It's very watercolory. It's no mistaking when you look at that that's a watercolor, right? Do you guys see it?
Some mushrooms.
I really like that.
I do too, thank you.
And Julie has also taken it to the next step, which is part of having a painting, is that you have to know how to mat it. You have to know how to frame it, because it can kill a painting if you do that wrong.
Yes.
And then my peacock. And then I just have 2 additional flowers.
I love
Aren't those beautiful?
Three. And that's my.
No, your people.
Oh, I did
Oh.
the peacock.
Oh, I
So,
you done for me.
so Julie, had you, I know you painted since you were in kindergarten,
Outstanding.
but had you painted
Not
in
really.
watercolor?
Just the color,
No.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, I until maybe a year ago, I never even
Yeah.
had even tried it again. But I've always liked it, because I think deep inside of me, I love the flow of water, how it just goes anywhere, you know, it doesn't resist, it just flows. And I like that about it. And I like there's no definitive shape, that it kind of just all blends in together. And I don't know, I think it's kind of has a mystical appearance to it.
Dreamy.
It's dreamy. It's very dreamy.
And I do like that much more about watercolor than acrylic.
Yeah.
But I think just because that's what I learned in kindergarten.
What about your people too?
Oh, I did
yeah.
the people too. Yeah. And honestly, I was just playing with these people one day, and I started painting their clothes on them, and it just kind of got cuter and
Got so
cuter.
much black.
And all of these marks were literally me rinsing the brush off and drying it off on my paper with leftover paint from the bodies. So it wasn't, there's no rhyme or reason to any of it, but like these two ladies both have like these cute little scarves on, and that one has a backpack, and she's got a cowboy
It's
hat.
storytelling, you know, and that is a style when you paint. You can tell a story in your painting. You can have a single object and it just would be about that. Yay! Julie is a voracious learner. So she has been on more than one occasion just said, she is the spilling, it spills out of her. I just learned this, how about we do this? And so she has taught us a lot of things. She got it, one day I said, Julie, do your demo on your people. Today she did a demo on this new thing that she got, brush show. And, you know, she's just so excited about learning. It's contagious.
She can talk you into a lot of stuff. Usually it's legal,
Yep.
kind of edgy, but it's usually legal. So we're good. We're all
Have
good.
you ever had any regret though?
No. She's what they call the spice
Yep.
in the group. She
Yep.
and Melina are the spices in the group.
Yep. Yep.
The rest of us do a lot of other things, but they have to spice up every now and then and get us going.
And then my other thing, I had not really heard a lot about that term about, being loose and painting, and I had tried that. And I had told you I'm trying to become a loose woman. When I came over to class, and he was like, what goes on?
What I was thinking, were you cussing when you came home?
Yeah.
So they've all been, as you can see, as somebody who teaches, I had somebody who never had painted before, somebody who is trying to make the switch from one medium to the other, somebody who's full of every idea in the world and acts on it. It's not one thing to just think of it. Julie does it.
Yep.
And then an accomplished artist. So
I've messed a lot of things
you
up.
guys were just like incredible to teach.
It was a lot of fun, and Sandy, you've made this so comfortable and easy for us. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Well, I love this environment here. I love having artists in community, and we won't start level 2 of watercolor for a while until she has a whole bunch of grandbabies that are going to be born very, very soon.
Any minute.
Any minute. So
A bunch?
I don't know.
Two.
One in Tennessee, and they're
Yeah.
all just like bursting at the seam. Both of those
Any
babies.
day.
How many do you have right now?
I have 7.
Oh my God.
I'm getting 2 more.